This is the first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with the machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
The guy's out!
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another beautiful day at the ESL India Premiership. It's day 20th today, and we have three amazing games lined up for you folks. It's going to be Clash Royale, Counter-Strike, and DOTA 2. I would like to thank our esteemed sponsors, owned by HP, HyperX, and Tel. And this whole event is brought to you by Nodwin Gaming. Moving into the first game of today, which is Clash Royale, we have Tahir, Devil's Twin, going up against Mehtab. So let's see these introductions before we hear more about them. Alright, so that is Mehtab for you folks, and going up against him today is going to be none other than Tahir. Alright, so Tahir being one of my favorite participants in the ESL India Premiership. I mean, he's been with us for quite a while and an amazing good friend. Let's see who's going to take this game as we head into it with our caster, Manoj Supergola.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership's daily stream. And as usual, the first game of the day is Clash Royale, and we have a veteran called Devil's Twin playing off against Mehtab Manmohan Singh. Arguably, Manmohan Singh has played more games on the ladder than Devil's Twin, but I don't know, I sort of feel like Devil's Twin has the edge because of the sheer amount of homework that he does on each opponent before he plays them. Well, that hasn't helped him. Having said that, that hasn't helped him too far, considering the what the leaderboards look like. But we'll see. There's still quite a ways to go in the Premiership, and anything can happen. We do have a couple of people who are pretty much confirmed to be in the top 4, and hence gonna make it to the finale. But maybe, just maybe, something might change. So we're almost a minute in. Both players have bled a lot of elixir, and we see the first tower damage coming out from Mehtab in the form of a log, and in turn Devil's Twin has replied with a miner. Okay, looks like Mehtab is playing a building deck with a crossbow and a Tesla coil, which is a pretty powerful combo. Like I know the crossbow hasn't done too much yet, like it hasn't even targeted the tower once because the P.E.K.K.A is just so huge and has a bulk of HP and has managed to destroy both the towers. But like I said, anything can happen. We haven't entered the last minute yet. It's not double elixir time. We'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen. Like Devil's Twin has this nice little card called the Balloon in his deck, which just wreaks havoc as soon as it reaches the tower. Like 4 or 5 hits and the tower goes down. I don't think it's even 5 hits. Okay, we are entering double elixir. We see Mehtab put down the crossbow and the Tesla coil, which unfortunately are going to go down really quickly. Like the P.E.K.K.A even has enough health to reach the tower, unless of course distracted by the archers that Mehtab just put down. The miner, however, is basically unchallenged and is just hitting the tower with his shovel. I don't know what kind of damage in real life a shovel could do to a building the way that he's hitting it, but we just have to wait and see. Okay, I wouldn't really call that a well-placed P.E.K.K.A by Devil's Twin right there, but I don't know. He did manage to destroy both the buildings. See, a Tesla coil is 4 elixir and a crossbow is 6, and that's a lot of elixir loss for Mehtab, because considering P.E.K.K.A is only 7 elixir. Now Devil's Twin's balloon has reached the tower, and it just 2 short hits, it has destroyed the tower, and we've run out of time, and that gives Devil's Twin game 1 over Mehtab. That was a pretty decisive victory. Like Tahir only used the balloon once, and that was enough. Like he literally only used the balloon once. It was in his hand since the beginning of the game. He just put it down and it just went and did its job and got him the round. It's really smart of him though to wait until literally the last few seconds, almost overtime as well, just to get the tower. Really good of him. That basically won him the game. But we are right now in game 2, and looks like Mehtab has switched around his deck a little. I see a flying machine, I see a poison, I see a royal ghost, while Devil's Twin has switched to a pretty standard meta, a 3 musketeer ram deck with an elixir collector. So now we just have to wait and see who's going to win. So again, we all know that using a lightning or a fireball onto an enemy elixir collector is a really good trade, but not so much with poison, because poison's damage is spread over time. That gives the elixir collector enough time to make it a really positive elixir trade. Like you're going to get 3 or 4 elixir back before the poison does its job of killing the elixir collector. And honestly, that might just actually win you the game. So this 3 musketeer push coming out from Tahir has done a ton of damage to Mehtab's tower there on the left, and Mehtab's own P.E.K.K.A also has reached Devil's Twin's tower and brought it down to 800 HP. And this miner there as well, miner and flying machine combo has completely destroyed Tahir's tower from full HP to 0. And things look really bleak for Tahir. Like one of his towers is down, one of his is at 800 HP. That's really low. That's less than a third of what it's supposed to have. And Mehtab's towers are sitting at 2000 and 1000 HP respectively. But that might change soon. We have entered the last minute double elixir time, and that gives Devil's Twins 3 Musketeer deck a huge advantage. Okay, so now we see another split Musketeers coming out from Tahir. The 2 Musketeers immediately got poison. I wouldn't call it a well-placed poison because he pretty much missed Tahir's King Tower, but I think that's acceptable, right? That is acceptable. He managed to destroy the 2 Musketeers completely and they didn't do any damage. They didn't even reach the tower over here. Wow, look at that. Royal Ghost coming out from Mehtab right there. Managed to sneak into very close range to Devil's Twin Stars, are completely destroyed. 10 seconds left. There's no way Tahir is coming back from this. And looks like Manmohan has answered Tahir Devil's Twin Sharif's. Man, that's a mouthful to say. Like, let's just call him Tahir. So Mehtab has answered Tahir's surprise balloon with a little surprise of his own, and now the score is sitting tied at 1-all. This is Mehtab versus Devil's Twin in the ESL India Premiership's summer season Masters League, and this is Manoj Supergoda casting for you guys. Okay. Mehtab has switched to a Goblin Hut with a P.E.K.K.A, Royal Ghost, and okay. So I guess this is a minor poison combo with a P.E.K.K.A kicker and a Goblin Hut just for shits and giggles, I guess. Ooh, good fireball coming out from Tahir right there. Manages to completely save his balloon, and as a result that balloon is going to completely destroy Mehtab's tower. Really good play coming out of Tahir right there. Unfortunately for Mehtab, he didn't see the fireball coming. The flying machine was just a sitting duck. So looks like it hasn't even been the first minute yet, and Devil's Twin, not only has he destroyed Mehtab's one of Mehtab's towers completely, but he's also pretty much stabilized. Like, he has an elixir lead. Like, the fights have been reset. There's no big push coming in. Now we see Mehtab putting down a P.E.K.K.A. We'll have to see how... Oh, okay, there we go. Inferno Dragon coming out from Devil's Twin right there. That's going to make short work of the P.E.K.K.A. Unless, of course, the Zappies keep interrupting the dragon. And they do. Devil's Twin again has to sacrifice a fireball to get rid of the Zappies. Maybe if he would have placed it a little better, he could have gotten the flying machine as well. But let's not get too greedy now. Let's not get too greedy. Like, Devil's Twin has it in the bag. This round is Devil's Twin's to lose. And we just have to wait and see if Mehtab can capitalize on anything. And, like, Tahir is not known to make mistakes quite often. But he just let out an oops, and looks like... yeah, that ice golem right there was a mistake. He could have placed it better or placed it much later in order to distract the units. And as a result of that mistake, his tower just took a beating. He just went from full HP to 656 HP. And it's going to be hard for Tahir to keep his tower up, considering that Mehtab has a poison. Again, a 3 Zappy split. Fireball sacrificed in order to save the Inferno Dragon from constantly being interrupted. I mean, everybody hates being interrupted, right? Like, you're trying to say something, you get a few words in, and somebody just cuts in with "but or "excuse me" or "actually." It's just irritating. Like, that's what I think the Zappies are. Like, they're just 3 little kids who just won't let you like speak even 3 words simultaneously. Sorry. In a sequence, constantly keeping interrupting. And that reminds me of a game that's been recently released, God of War. If I had a penny every time Kratos says "boy," I think I would be a crorepati by now. It's sort of strange saying penny and crorepati at the same time. Like paisa crorepati or penny millionaire, that would work. But penny crorepati, globalization, I guess. So looks like Tahir is on the back foot right now, although he has managed to destroy Mehtab's towers, one of Mehtab's towers in the first minute itself. Looks like he's the one under pressure right now. Well, look at that. It's gonna go down to 1100 HP, 1154 HP. Mehtab's own Princess Tower is at 440 HP. That's just one balloon hit away from death. Good distraction by Mehtab using the Goblin Hat. He had to sacrifice it, but a tower that's alive is a tower that's not dead. Again, fireball coming out from Tahir, and thanks to the death bomb from the balloon, he brought the tower into fireball range, and that has given Tahir the third round in this matchup. The score is now at 2-1, and Tahir keeps pressing his advantage, man. Like he knew he just had to keep his king tower from dying. That's what he did, and he just concentrated on the attack. He just put the balloon down there and waited for an opportune fireball moment, and his meticulous planning has paid off. Okay, looks like Devil's Twin has stuck to the same deck again, while Mehtab is very fearful of Devil's Twin's balloon, and he has started including a tornado in his deck just to pull the balloon out of range. But will it make it? Yeah, the Ice Wizard and the tornado have stunted its advance onto the tower, but looks like it has paid off. Looks like it has paid off. Yes, it has. The tower is now sitting at 252 HP. That again is a zap and a fireball, or minor zap, minor fireball. Any combination of two cards that Devil's Twin has right now. So I guess he's going to stop concentrating damage onto the left lane and is now going to switch to the other lane to put pressure on Mehtab, so that Mehtab is not able to counter push onto Devil's Twin's own tower. Okay. Minor coming out from Devil's Twin. He wants to destroy the tower once and for all. He probably will be able to do it. Yes, he does. The knight was just too slow in swinging his sword. Minor managed to shovel down the Princess Tower. So minute 23 seconds left and 1545 HP left on Devil's Twin's Princess Tower. All he has to do is keep defend, and he's going to win this matchup, since it's a best of 5 with a scoreline of 3-1. Will he be able to do it, I wonder though? Will he be able to do it? Because we all saw what happened last game, right? Sure, Tahir was able to destroy one of Mehtab's towers in the first minute, but then he just got counterpushed and pressured so hard that, and like his king tower just jotted down to 1154 HP. That was a pretty dangerous position for Tahir to be in, but he turned out to be victorious in the end. And speaking of pressure, looks like Tahir's Devil's Twin Sharif. Oh man, that's a tongue twister. Tahir's tower has gone down to 561 HP thanks to the push Mehtab had done in the last minute. And the poison miner combo is going to completely bring it down. Yes, it does. And now Tahir has 15 seconds to make sure his balloon again reaches the tower. But it doesn't look like it's happening. The Ice Wizard is proficient enough to keep stalling it. Will the bomb do damage to the tower? Yes, it does. Bringing the tower down to 1219 HP. And we have entered overtime. Let's see. Again, the Inferno Dragon is doing its job, doing that sweet stacking single target damage. I mean, that one card has killed 3 cards. That's if that isn't a positive elixir trade, I don't know what is. And again, Tahir has rotated his hand fast enough to put out another Inferno Dragon right on top of it. Wow. So now that the Ice Wizard is distracted by the Ice Golem, Tahir thought it was an opportune time to put down his his balloon, but looks like the Ice Spirit and the Mega Minion have managed to stop it for now. Again, Devil's Twin is just pushing out those Inferno Dragons one by one. I really wonder what's going to happen though. Will he be able to make quick work of this tower, I wonder. Oh wow. Okay, so Devil's Twin has started a push from the backlines of his own base. Manages to lure Mehtab into doing this, and yeah, Sneaky attack right there. That balloon's death bomb has destroyed the tower finally, giving Tahir the victory in this matchup. The score is 3-1. Congratulations, Tahir. I just want to point out a couple of things in this matchup. Even though Tahir has played a pretty standard meta deck, he has played a balloon deck that's a little freaky. Like he had a tombstone, he had a miner, he had fireball, but it worked out all well in the end, right? It worked out well in the end. You know why? Because Tahir does his homework. Like he knew how best to use his cards. He saw how Manmohan played in the first game. He sort of found out what he was trying to do, and he used all that information against him, right? Like even in the second game that he won after losing to Mehtab once, he actually sacrificed a ton of HP on his King Tower just to make sure that he can put Mehtab's tower down to fireball HP, and that's exactly what he did, and he got the victory of just one fireball. That was pretty epic gameplay, if you ask me. And having said that, I guess it's time to hand you guys over to the studio so that we can push you guys into the next game, which is CSGO, and then some Dota 2 afterwards. So yeah, take it away. Bye-bye.
Alright, and Tahir taking that victory for himself is going to be pushing himself up on that board as of now. Don't go anywhere, folks. Coming up next, we have Counter-Strike for all of you.
Are you ready?
This is the first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with the machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
guys out.
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the ESL India Premiership Summer Season Master League. This event is brought to you by HP, HyperX, and Intel, and organized by Nonbit Gaming. The game 2 of today is going to be Counter-Strike Global Offensive, one of the most favorite games as of now in India, and it's going to be Vac Baned going up against Team Iyati. So let's see what Vac Baned is all about. And that is Team Vac Baned for you guys. But going up against them, contender number 2 for today is going to be Team Iyati. Okay, so both our teams are ready and our casters are ready too. So let's quickly head into the game. We have Fed who are going to be taking this one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL India Masters Premiership. Today's game is going to be played between Iyati and Vac Baned on the map Inferno. Now, I am getting tired of watching this map and games being played on this map. Guys, please, can we have some nuke or some train? I love those maps. I love casting on those maps. I love Inferno, don't get me wrong, but it's just, you know, too much of a good thing, you know, diabetes and all that stuff, you know, too much of cake. Anyway, we're going to have some early contact play towards alt mid, Slots spotting out the entire team of Vac Baned pushing up alt mid. That should give Iyati a lot of information to play off of. Ego going to be peeking towards brown halls or carpet, and cheeky little dink on to Rane Kaka. And he's going to go for the repeat. He's going to do the wise thing and fall back. There's 2 players over towards the A-bomb side. And Accelerate's going to get the opening pick. 1, 2, 3, wow gets Buriza. Ego, though, is just laying waste to the players over from pit. Accelerate going to get the final kill onto 1, 2, 3, wow. I think that's free kill wow and 1, 2, 3, wow. Lots of wows in the Vac Baned lineup. Unfortunately, they weren't able to wow us with their pistoling prowess that first round. And it is going to go the way of Iyati. Good play all round coming out from Iyati. They did manage to find the information early on with that peek by Slots, and then fell back to safety and played a much more turtlish setup towards the A-bomb site and picked off the T's as they came in 1 by 1. Anywho, little bit of nading action towards mid, although it is going to get avoided. Rane Kaka just taking 6 points of damage from all the utility that was chucked in his general direction. 2 rifles, 3 SMGs, and we do have a Buriza. Wow. 1, 2, 3, and off with your head, Mr. Buriza. Beautiful Huandi coming out from 1, 2, 3. And, well, that's the man advantage for Vac Baned. And can we be seeing a repeat of what we've been seeing so far in Counter-Strike? That teams that win the pistol round will most often lose to the anti-force. I mean, it is a rather worrying trend because it's not supposed to be the case. Accelerate playing a very patient game towards CT spawn. Rane Kaka needs to be careful. He's going to come sneaking out. And I like Accelerate's positioning. Slots in the meantime taking a lot of damage, and he's going to rotate off the B-bomb side. That's going to allow Rane Kaka to come peeking out, but there's the trade from Bullet. But Slots playing Haystacks, going to get overrun now. It's all down to Ego, who's not going to find anything. And it's going to come down to Bullet to clutch out a 1v4. Time and time again, we've seen this, ladies and gentlemen. The team that wins the pistol is the one that loses the anti-force, and Bullet is just gonna go scurrying back into a hidey hole that is T-spawn and try and save the FAMAS, the armor, and the flashbang. It's a decent amount of investment that he's trying to carry forward into the next round, although Vac Baned will be really pleased with themselves. They do manage to win the round and do it ever so cleanly. 4 players staying alive, and Rane Kaka did manage to find a kill with the MP9, so that's $600 in the bank for him. Bullet, in the meantime, is going to make himself some kappa noodles and chill and have a decent, well, evening snack. Alright, scores all tied, 2 rounds in. Iyati, reeling from that loss, did lose to just pistols and armor. Not specifically what the doctor would have ordered, but they're going to go in for a force by themselves. Can lightning strike twice in the same game is the question. Will they be the ones to break back Vac Baned immediately? We've seen it happen. Portal Esports versus Invictus. Even the Brutality game came very close with a lot of 1v1s against War with just pistols to their name. So it's not unforeseen, it is actually quite common. But that nade again, just tickling free kill down to 95 health, and it looks like they are gonna be working the B bomb site where there's just one player, and that is gonna be Bullet. He does have the rifle, does have a little bit of utility to his name, so he can hold off this push until support comes back. But Vac Baned playing it slow, they haven't yet committed. I think they're just lining up their smokes. They're just trying to get the feel of the lay of the land with regards to Iyati's setup. So let's see. Let's see where Vac Baned do finally decide to hit. Bomb has made its way up all the way banana. So for all intents and purposes, it does look like Vac Baned are favoring this B hit. But again, it's still early days in the round. Still 50 seconds left on the clock. But yeah, we do see Jimmy just holding the flank, and it is going to be a B hit from the looks of it. And there we go, the smokes, the Molotovs come raining in. Bullet lets off his own Molotov. Players just going to smoke it off and run through it. And the rotation is coming in. Veerbhadra has put on his Air Jordans. He's booking it, but it's not really going to get much done. Accelerate in the meantime. He's trying to get the pick onto the flanker, but Bullet, he's got to stay alive. He's got to get some serious damage in. He does manage to bring Free Kill down to 9 HP, but Free Kill gets the better of him regardless, and Veerbhadra also falls off by the wayside. Now Slots and Accelerate, they're on the retreat. All they want to do actually is just save the armor and the pistols, because let's be honest, guys, it's better to hold on to your armor and your pistols and take it in the next round to give yourself a fighting chance than to give away free economy to your opponents. Accelerate does get the better of Jimmy and Chris. Well, he does find Slots, but Slots still managing to hold on to his armor and the CZ. Iyati losing 2 rounds in a row. They will have to eco this. Slots buying up a smoke and a flashbang. I don't know why. He's unnecessarily putting pressure on his economy. I'd rather Veerbhadra have bought that smoke and a flashbang. Does have $3,100 to his name, but then he may be, you know, eyeing that AWP in the next round anyway. Nade's going to come sailing in towards Banana. It's a 5-man stack towards the B bomb site. Chris is just going to be playing towards half wall. And there we go. They round the corner. Veerbhadra, Chris. Oh, running out of bullets there. Free kill. But 1, 2, 3. Wow, he's just going to hold the line, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel for him. They're all dead. Slots trying to recover a gun, but unfortunately he'll come up empty-handed. In the meantime, the bomb has made its way to the A bomb site. Slots greedily eyeing that FAMAS. Will pick it up, will make his way to safety. Oh, getting tagged mid-air there. And oh, nice shot onto Jimmy though, but they know exactly where Slots is. Poor flashbang, not really catching anybody, but he's going to smoke off the bottom of Banana. He's going to peek out, and Rane Kaka is going to end him. All right. A bit of an expensive round coming out from Vac Baned, losing 3 players there. But Iyati, they will be going in for their first buy round. Rifles across the board. I like the fact that the players have foregone head armor in favor of utility. That FAMAS may be a worrying factor though onto 1, 2, 3. He's been hitting some crazy shots. And the fact that 4 of the players on the CT side have no helmet, that FAMAS, it puts it in a one-shot headshot range from medium to, for all ranges, and it could wreak some havoc. Let's see what happens. That is still, well, to be decided. Vac Baned slowing the pace down. They're still just getting map control. They have both apartments and banana control. And if you guys remember the early video, oh, the peak, and Ego playing the anti-flash. The timing just not working out for them. Ego just staring into the wall, admiring the wallpaper as his brains get splattered onto the very same, thanks to 1, 2, 3. Wow, and Chris gets slots, the only player with, well, some utility remaining, and Accelerate trying to thin the herd of the incoming terrorists, but he's all alone towards the B bomb site. Down he goes. That lack of head armor really telling at this point. I told you, 1, 2, 3. Wow, he's been hitting some nutty shots, and if they let him have the run of the town, they're gonna be in for a lot of pain. Anyway, free kill now. Veerbhadra is marking CT spawn with the zoom banger, the big green gun. Will free kill chance this peak? They have the money. There's no reason for him to not go for this. Oh, baits out the shot. Perfect bait and play. And now they know where Veerbhadra is. They don't want them to save this AWP. But it just seems like it's going to be free kill who's going to go in for the hunt. Not really interested in anything else. No one else interested really in the hunt. And Bullet is going to put an end to the shenanigans that free kill was planning. Alrighty. Vac Baned will move on to 4 rounds. 1, 2, 3. Wow, he's managed to recover an M4, upgrading from the FAMAS, and Veerbhadra is going to find him as well. Jimmy, in the meantime, does get tagged in, but unfortunately does not find a kill. Vac Baned win that round, but they make it unnecessarily expensive for themselves, losing those 2 players towards the end there. You know, at some point, I do feel that teams would serve themselves better just consolidating their economy rather than going for the hunt and allowing their opponents to save. Now, what that does is it plays mind games at a whole different level. It forces your opponents to buy up around the saved rifles, putting their economy in even more pressure. And wow, Slots feeling the heat, but getting tickled by flames licking at his heels. And 1, 2, 3, wow, will get spotted out. And 1, 2, 3, wow. What a shot. And with that, the entire B bomb site has been compromised, and it's going to come down to Accelerate and Ego to hold on to this UMP and the FAMAS and a buttload of utility along with the kit and try and take it into the next round. 1, 2, 3. Wow, though he's been the active luck. He's been such a devastating presence for the T's. What can I say? And Accelerate needs to be careful. 1, 2, 3. Wow. He's just going to chill towards balcony room. Oh, the timing. Does spot out 1, 2, 3. Wow. And 1, 2, 3. Wow. Will not live to tell the tale. He bites the dust. But now they know exactly where Ego is. Will they be hunting him down? Oh my God, Ego. What a shot. Followed by a beautiful nade. Followed by a beautiful shot. And I think it is a timeout being called by Iyati. Good time to call a tactical timeout. They are on max loss bonus. They don't really have the money to go in for the buy this round. But this is a good time to actually think through their strategy, try and see what they can come up with to try and stem the flow of rounds that just keep going Vac Baned's way. Iyati looking at 6s and 7s. They have no idea what's going on. They have no idea how to counter this uber aggressive and just relentless pressure that Vac Baned has been applying on them. So let's see if they can find a way to stymie this constant onslaught. And let's see if Vac Baned can amp it up. Again, it's going to be a B aggression. Nade getting tossed in towards Banana. But the players will immediately fall back. Rane Kaka just chilling in his own Molotov. I mean, it's the height of summers here in India. I don't know why you'd want to feel the heat at any point. I don't know what Rane Kaka was trying there. That was the most... that was the weirdest flashbang I have ever seen in my life. And I have seen some weird flashbangs, trust me. Anyway, looks like it's going to be a B hit. That's the Molotov being lined up for new boxes. I need to learn this molly. It's a really useful Molotov. I keep forgetting every time I go in game the exact precise lineup. But okay, jump throw. I'm assuming it's going to be a jump throw. Yes, it is. All right. Now I know. I'm going to use this now. I'm going to be MLG Pro as well. Rane Kaka opening up the killing bullet. Falls to Rane Kaka as well. Rane Kaka, the one-man killing machine. Accelerate, gonna pop flash his way in towards CD. Spawn does catch Rane Kaka. That's a bit of a questionable smoke. There's a huge gap to the right of it. But it doesn't look like the players are actually interested in going for the retake. They're just posting for exit kills. Accelerate though. He's feeling adventurous. And he's gonna fall by the wayside and pay for his life for his, well, enterprise. Oh, slots. Rane Kaka just deletes slots from the server. Wow. Alright, Ego. I think all Ego has done this game is save that rifle. Every other round I see him just saving. And now the full proper buy comes out from Iyati. They have everything along with the kitchen sink to throw at Vac Baned to stop, try and stop them in their tracks. But will it be enough? That is the question. They are on max loss bonus. So they can... They have a choice about not worrying about the economy, but this is the CD side on Counter-Strike. There's no extra money bonus for defusing the bomb as the T's have for planting the bomb and losing. So they need to be careful. Money runs out really fast on the CT side. Rane Kaka already taking a spot of damage from the Molotov. Needs to be careful. And 123 Wow making his way up towards apartments. And again, it looks like it's gonna be that early B hit. It has worked wonders for Vac Baned so far. With 2 players left on the lurk. Bullet throwing down a cautionary smoke and oopsie. That was a bit of a boo-boo from their part. Just gonna rattle off a couple of shots into the smoke. And slowly but surely, Vac Baned getting some map control. They have full apartments control. They have full banana control. Bomb is still towards T-spawn, so they really need to get a pick somewhere. But Iyati, they have lost all confidence. It seems they've just turtled up towards both the bomb sites, playing way too passive, giving up too much map control. Essentially, Iyati can choose to go either which way, A or B, and they've made the right call. There's just 2 players towards the B bomb site, A bomb site, and Ego and Free Kill. They're just going to be kissing through the smoke. Ego is going to go pushing, gets the first kill on a Free Kill, and now the A bomb site is right for the taking. Ego not stopping there, gets 1, gets 2, gets 3, gets 4. Will he get the ace? Is the question. It's all down to Rane Kaka. He's all alone. 9 seconds left on the clock. And I think he's just going to go save Ego. Licking his chops, trying to go for that ace. And Rane Kaka, he's been spotted out. Ego on the hunt. And there we go. Ego. And wait for it, guys. I haven't done this in a very long time. With the ace. Alright. Iyati pick up their second round in style. Ego with them hero plays right there. Well. Iyati are not the kind of team to just keel over and die. Ego showing Vac Baned that they've still got a lot of fight left in them, and that they're willing to go the distance. Ego with a glorious ace of 5k, just wiping out the entirety of Vac Baned single-handedly, and it all came from a fantastic play towards Carpet. And there we go, Ego just picking up where he left off the previous round. Starts it off with a bang, gets a kill, man advantage to Iyati, and Ego's just gonna fall back and play passive. They don't need to go for any enterprising plays right now, Iyati. They have the man advantage. All they need to do is play the numbers game and play it properly, and they will come away with the round. Bullet staring at a lot of flames, just harmlessly, you know, rustling by next to him. And there we go. Smokes for the B execute being lined up. They got shut down, and they know that Ego is playing towards the A bomb site. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Oh, just getting a bit too over ambitious, and accelerate towards the B bomb site. Accelerate. Holding steady. Ego gets 2. Accelerate gets 3. That's the full house of frags between the two of them. And Accelerate trying to get the AK-47, but throws his gun away at spawn. Lucky for him that it was just at spawn. And, you know, not anywhere else. And it's now time for Vac Baned to take a timeout. They do still have a lot of money left onto them, so they can go for a full proper buy. It's not a cause for concern for them at this point in time. But I like the fact that Iyati is also building their economy. 11.8k on Ego, 5,400 on slots, 3,800 on Veerbhadra, Accelerate on 6,200. It's just Bullet who's languishing on $1,500, but Ego can easily drop for him. And it's just good to see that the CTs also have at least a 1 round buffer still left in them in terms of their economy. The previous 2 rounds doing very good to bolster up that money, surviving with, I think they survived with 5 alive and 4 alive in the previous 2 rounds that they won. Yeah, 5 and 4 alive. That's going to do a lot of favors for their money. And now it's up to Vac Baned to try and, well, seize the momentum back from Iyati. Good nade down mid, 1, 2, 3 bow, down to 126 or 86 points of health. That puts him in the one-shot headshot range of the M4s. And again, Iyati seizing the initiative, taking man advantage and falling back. Good plays from them. I think this was their game plan all along, to go aggressive early round, try and get the pick, and then just fall back and turtle up towards the A and the B bomb sites. But now Free Kill seems to have wised up to this game plan, and they're gonna go hitting the B bomb site. But the bomb is still towards bottom banana. 3 players have rotated towards the B bomb site. This may not be the right course of action from Vac Baned. And indeed, Jimmy is going to be the lone pathfinder with the AWP of all weapons. That is a brave decision. They have relinquished banana control here, Vac Baned, and Veerbhadra, sensing it, will fall back towards arches and take up a more passive position to mark the cross. Rane Kaka messing up his Molotov. Won't really be spreading towards Cubby there. But it is going to be an A-hit. Ego just chomping at the bits, trying to have another go. Maybe he'll get another ace. He's going to be playing from mini pit. Not going to get smoked off. There is a good crossfire, and Ego gets 1, but that's all he'll be able to get this round. And the A defense has just been obliterated. Vac Baned playing for time, biding their time, being patient, and just striking at the precise moment that everyone in the A bomb site let their guard down. And that's going to leave Bullet and Accelerate to save their weapons. Alright, Vac Baned, yes, they lost 2 rounds in a row, but they were immediately able to rally back and put their 7th on the cards. Iyati, again, they get the man advantage, but then they're being so passive towards both the A and the B bomb site that they're starved for any and all information. And that's what caused the over-rotation from Veerbhadra in the first place. He's just been ping-ponging around the two bomb sites, not being able to commit to either site, and primarily down to the fact that there's just been no information being fed to them apart from whatever Vac Baned is allowing to go through. And that's just going to be misinformation, and if you're playing off of misinformation, you're going to be in for a world of hurt. A good utility usage towards Banana. Veerbhadra getting taken down way too early. There is still Bullet left to contend with towards Sandbags, but Rane Kaka will clean him out. 4v2. Slots finds Rane Kaka, but it is going to be a B hit. Oh, A hit, sorry. Accelerates, spraying wildly through the smoke. Brings Free Kill down to 6 HP. And 1-2-3 wow down to 42. But is it enough is the question. Free Kill just marking for this B push from Banana. Slots going to go in towards T-spawn. And he's just going to be holding T-ramp and gets Jimmy. Ruffles his Jimmys a little bit. And Slots getting his second kill for the round. But these are just going to be consolation kills right now, ladies and gentlemen. These kills don't really mean anything unless he actually goes for that retake. Does have a kit, but I think too much time has ticked away from the timer for Slots to actually have a realistic chance of going for this retake. Free Kill seems to have an idea where Slots may be playing from. Here's a lot of footsteps. Does he dare open the door? Nope. He's just gonna slide on casually by towards the bomb and saves the AWP. Vac Baned 8, Iyati 3. And this is not looking good at all for Iyati. They still have money to go in for another buy, but this is gonna be their final buy. And they need to make it count because they're gonna move on to 13 rounds. Yes. They're going to be on the third round loss bonus. They've just been reset. So they're not going to have enough money for the rest of this half, essentially, until the penultimate round, at which point I feel it may just be too little too late. All right. Chris trying to shoot the smoke and not gonna help Bullet in any which way. Rane Kaka taking a very aggressive position to peer above that smoke and gets the kill. Veerbhadra with the AWP. Again, the shot getting baited out by him. He's not really been hitting much. Slots falls to Jimmy. And they can go either to the A or the B bomb side. Veerbhadra leaving the B bomb side and going towards A. That is the right call. Bomb is towards mid. So they, again, like I said, they could go either which way. Ego trying to make another play through the smoke. 1-2-3, wow, this time marking it like a hawk. Oh, Ego! Wow. Ego really knows that position and really knows it well. In the meantime, the bomb has made its way on towards the B bomb side. Veerbhadra does connect onto Rane Kaka through the wall, but Rane Kaka able to make his way towards safety. And he's going to peer from the top and decapitates Veerbhadra. It's a 4v2 on the B bomb site. This is one of the hardest bomb sites to retake in this game, the Inferno B bomb site, especially with a man deficit and just very little utility. One flashbang, one nade, and that too on the player who is nowhere near the B bomb site. And yeah, Accelerate's going to fall back as well. They're going to be saving these two rifles, and Vac Baned have consistently managed to turn the screws in the Iyati economy and just never let them get the ball rolling, never let them get any sort of momentum going. And this is going to allow them to come away with the 9th round, and it looks like Vac Baned are going to be in the home stretch very soon, unless Iyati can put a stopper to this consistent flow of rounds and this consistent economy drain that they are suffering from. Alright, so Iyati will be able to go in with a 4C buy. They're going to have 1 AK-47, 2 M4s and 2 FAMASs, along with the full stack of nades and 3 kits. So not a bad buy by any stretch of the imagination given the circumstances, but they really need to make something of this. They've been consistently getting penned down, pushed back, and they themselves are putting them in such passive positions that they're never able to seize any sort of momentum. And they're going to go pushing towards Banana, gets one kill. Chris going to peer around the corner. And Chris going to get traded out. Veerbhadra killing, getting in a team kill for good measure as well. That is not going to resonate well with Bullet. But hey, at least you have the man advantage for the time being. I'm not a big fan of the fact that the player who's on 19 HP is left to fend for himself towards the B bomb site. Yes, 1, 2, 3, wow, still lurking towards apartments, towards carpet. And Jimmy trying to get enterprising towards, well, shelter now. And he's going to just rattle off a couple of shots of the op and fall back. The AWP, the misinformation or the sound cues given from the AWP can literally hold the entire site's defenders towards one place, and that's going to help a lot more. Jimmy getting the opening pick on the slots, and he's just going to sell this fake while the rest of his team makes his way towards the B bomb side. Veerbhadra hasn't budged though. That's one thing that they have going for them. Veerbhadra does have the positional advantage, but just 19 HP. A stray bullet in his general direction, and he's going to fold like a house of cards in a hurricane. And that Molotov is going to force him off position. Dodging that Molotov like a boss, but Rane Kaka up to the task. And somehow, Iyati have managed to relinquish a two-man advantage. How? How have they done this? Anyway, the retake is going to be coming in from Banana. 1, 2, 3, wow, sprays wildly. Does do some damage, but nothing really, that important. And Jimmy will get the kill onto Ego. That's going to leave Accelerate in a 1v2. Can he get the job done? They should have heard that. They should have heard that from Accelerate. Accelerate, well, understood the fact that time was of the essence and at a premium, but unable to find the kills. And there's Rane Kaka with the final kill of that round. And with that, Vac Baned move on to 10 rounds. 14 rounds in, Iyati are completely broke. They need to save whatever money they can to go into the final round of the first half. And Vac Baned are looking at a really, really dominant showing on the T side of Inferno. Alright, nade stack almost obliterates Rane Kaka from the server, but it is Accelerate who is the first to fall. Slots making a lot of noise towards half wall. And that Molotov is going to force him off his position. And there we go. He's dead. He's already being cremated. Next in line is Veerbhadra. Is he feeling it? Just takes a little bit of damage from that flashbang. But I like what Iyati are doing. They sense that there's a stack towards the bomb side. And what? Chris with that running decapitation of Veerbhadra. But Veerbhadra able to pick up the AK-47. 1, 2, 3, wow. Just turns around. Hands Ego a brand new haircut, and Bullet is left alone to fend for himself. He just wants to hold on to this AK-47, and there's no need for him to get too, excited or get too eager to find any exits. Just hold on to this gun, son. Your team really needs that firepower. Oh my god, just as I say that, 1, 2, 3, wow is like, off with your head, young'un. Off with your head. Alright, timeout from Vac Baned, maybe to just rub salt, to the injuries of Iyati. They do have a double op setup coming up. They have enough money to take into this round, and it's crucial that Iyati at least end the first half on a high, that is, at least with a win, because it doesn't look like Vac Baned is in the mood to put their foot off the pedal come the second half as well. It has been a fairly one-sided affair. Iyati shat the bed here. It doesn't look like they have prepared much of Inferno, but credit where credit is due. Vac Baned have just been phenomenal. They've been receiving a lot of flack from my side as the caster and Adi as the analyst about not being prepared for teams who are at least on paper better than them and higher seeded. Iyati like I said, it's a team that has had some of the deepest runs in SEA tournaments, and seeing them struggle like this against a gung-ho Indian team is just, new for me. Anyway, again, Veerbhadra getting the opening pick, but time and time again, Vac Baned have shown that even though they may go a man down, they have what it takes to pull it back and win the round from that, even the man disadvantage. Rane Kaka needs to be careful. Slots is marking the angle, and Rane Kaka ever so ready, ever so prepared, and that's the man advantage neutralized that Veerbhadra secured them ever with so much. Like, there's a Molotov. Veerbhadra still playing towards the smoke, in the smoke rather. And needs to be careful, just peering underneath it. Accelerate, will find the kill on a free kill. Accelerate, still playing from the site. Through the smoke, he gets the kill. And I like what Bullet's doing. He was playing aggro, spotted a player and fell back immediately. Ego was on the rotation, but does come back, and it's a 2v4. This should be Iyati's round. And as I say that, Jimmy, oh my god, Chris and Jimmy carve open that B bomb site like a can opener. And wow, it's a 2v2 in the blink of an eye. A 4v2 is brought down to a 2v2, and now it's a retake onto the B bomb site. Always a difficult task. Jimmy with the AWP, missing an easy shot onto Accelerate. Now you really gotta hit those. But Chris does get the kill, and now it's all down to Veerbhadra in a 1v2. How are Iyati losing these rounds? But credit where credit is due. Fantastic team play. What? Veerbhadra doesn't have time. Veerbhadra doesn't have time. And Vac Baned will win the first half. Ever so dominant. 12-3. And Iyati left reeling. Just completely and utterly reeling. What a shambolic CT side that was. Ego, the only player really showing up for Iyati. And it has been a very even performance from Vac Baned. Everyone chipping in. Free kill, he was the entry fragger, so I don't really expect him to be at the top. But Rane Kaka, Jimmy, 1, 2, 3. Wow, Chris. Everyone pitching in the fragging department. And everybody having clutch plays across the board. And now, can Iyati do this? They really need this pistol round. They need to make something happen. And it's going to be a gung-ho YOLO B push. Nade goes out. Slots does take a lot of damage, but Slots dishing it out in equal measure. Down he goes. We still have Chris playing from new boxes. Not expecting a double-man new box stack, but does not matter. There's the kill. Boost coming in. 1, 2, 3. Wow, does get the kill, but Accelerate finds Jimmy. And now it's a 2v3. No kits whatsoever. Trying to mount a retake. They have to do it on the double. There's very little time left. Tick-tock goes the clock. Oh-ho! Free kill. Whips around, gets the kill, but... Oh! What? What? I'm sorry, I have no words. I have no words. In the meantime, 1, 2, 3. Wow has managed to recover a kit and free kill. Wow. Just as I was saying that he hasn't been pitching in the fragging department, goes and gets himself a casual 3k. And with that, Iyati just let slip one of the most crucial rounds in the game for them, the pistol round. It was the round that they desperately needed in order to mount a comeback or even have the hopes of mounting a comeback, but unfortunately they don't. And with that, whatever little sliver of an opportunity they had to maybe, win this game or at least put up a fight has just slipped them by. It is going to be a 4C, but it's going to be just pistols. And Veerbhadra is going to go pushing in gung-ho YOLO. But again, it's just pistols, no armor. So this should be a round going Vac Band's way without breaking a single solitary sweat. But the question is, this is Indian CS and we have seen the unthinkable happen time and time again. And look at Bullet. The amount of information he's gathering for his team is just amazing. And in the meantime, Rane Kaka is going to go spraying through the smoke while the rest of Iyati, based solely off of the information that Bullet has gathered, is going to rotate towards the A-bomb site. And free kill is going to wait arms wide open with an M4. Tapper. Gets 2 kills. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Gets tagged in. Bullet plucked midair from 1, 2, 3. Wow. And it's all going to be left down to Slots. No armor. Can he get the kill? 1, 2, 3, wow, does take a lot of damage, will fall back, but Rane Kaka is coming around the corner. He's gonna decapitate slots. And I think Chris is just trying to secure the M4. He will not be able to. But now Iyati can actually go in with the AK-47s and the armor. Little bit of utility here and there. But they will definitely have the weapons advantage. And this is a round that Iyati must win in order to at least have some standing in this match. And maybe even, you know, ricochet from that round and start mounting a comeback. Jimmy catching a lot of spam with his face, but he's gonna still go pushing. Nope, he's not. He's gonna try and get the kill onto Ego. Ego ready for that, Jimmy. But there's the double peak, but free kill getting immediately traded. A 2-for-1 trade always going to favor the terrorists. Man advantage to Iyati. They should be winning this round. No contest, no problem whatsoever. But again, we've seen Vac Baned hold off against higher and much steeper odds. So, will this be another one of those situations where I go, what? Or will Iyati actually, you know, do what is predicted and expected of them and clutch this round out? No contest whatsoever. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, because it does look like Iyati are going to be pushing the B bomb site. The smoke is going to dissipate any second now, and it's going to come down to Rane Kaka and his M4 to hold off this B push. Alright, smokes and flashes come raining in. Rane Kaka lets loose of his own utility to try and buy some time for his teammates to rotate in. He's going to go pushing through the smoke. Almost sprays down 3 players, but now 1, 2, 3. Wow. He's going to flash himself in, gets 1 kill, almost gets it. Nope, gets the second. And now it's down to a 1v1. Accelerate versus Chris. 20 seconds left on the clock. Chris getting spotted out. Accelerate will go for the plant. Oh, that's a nade and a half. And Chris is going to get the kill. Alrighty then. Alrighty. Like I said, it would be one of those rounds where I go, what? How do Vac Baned win that? And the answer is just sheer determination, ladies and gentlemen. Sheer determination. The plays that 1, 2, 3 wow has been making, that double kill, effortless almost, and so very crucial. And Iyati, again, reeling. Will be able to buy into the AK-47s and the armor. Very little in terms of head armor, though. Veerbhadra, Glass Cannon Galil. Okay, this is a new buy for me. Glass Cannon Galil. I've seen it all now. I have seen it all. Alright. Iyati slowing things down. Rane Kaka just rattles off a couple of shots through the smoke. And Iyati, they just look a little clueless in my opinion. They really need to work on their set executes on this map. I've not seen really anything impressive from them. Jimmy just in the nick of time being able to retreat. Oh, double peak of dreams. And finally, it looks like Iyati have found the missing footing that they've been looking for so long. Ego inching his way up towards Moto. Nice flick onto 1, 2, 3. Wow. Kind of fluffing that spray down there. Should have gotten that kill. It's a 1v4. I doubt Rane Kaka will be able to effect much change in this round. But, I mean, it's still worth a try, right? Just do some economic damage. Veerbhadra, no armor, AWP. So now that is actually a viable option. But the fact that Rane Kaka is in a 1v4 and still going for it, that just shows how confident Vac Baned are feeling about this game right about now. They have no fear. They know no fear. And Rane Kaka is just going to go pushing. What a shot onto slots. God tier. God bhai. God. जैसा कि कहते हैं elite off topic group में God bhai. God. Anyway, Rane Kaka 1v3. Should just chill. There's still Accelerate left to contend with. And Rane Kaka is going to rush in towards Cubby to survive. Accelerate's going to come around the corner and have his head blown clean off. Rane Kaka is in the mood to hand out those haircuts today. And he does that with a little bit of scalping on the top. Alright, Vac Baned down to pistols. Dualies on free kill. Alright, someone's channeling their inner Sunil Shetty. This is rather interesting to see. And Iyati should be winning this round with their eyes closed. They just have an AK. Dualies have been thrown into the mix, guys. You know when the dualies come out to play that they're not being serious at all. It's more or less a throwaway round. And Iyati should be winning this with the utmost ease. And free kill with the dualies. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. And what a bait and switch play. What a bait and switch play. And in the blink of an eye, it's just bullet in a 1v3. And this round has just gone down the commode. And Rane Kaka spots out Bullet. I don't think Bullet has much of a chance of escaping. They know exactly where he is. 2 AKs against 1, and the bomb is in the control of the CTs. They don't really need to be playing too aggro. They can just give up the bomb control. There's just 30 seconds left on the clock. Bullet needs to hurry it up. He's just twitching like a ferret, doesn't know where the onslaught is going to come from. And now, seeing that there's a mere 20 seconds left on the clock, he's going to have to hurry it up. And good night, sweet prince. 16-4, it ends in the favor of Vac Baned. Iyati just getting deleted from this map. Vac Baned wiping the floor with the players from Iyati, and credit where credit is due. Vac Baned played a fantastic game of Counter-Strike. Alright guys, that's been all from my side. I hope you guys had fun. If you did, do remember to hit that subscribe button on the ESL India channel, and do click the bell icon to get notified of when we go live every day at 6:30 PM sharp. So please, guys, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and I will see you all next time. This is Fed, signing off.
And finally, Vac Baned securing themselves another victory on the board with a 16-4 scoreline. They look very, very good right up now. And I think they're not going to be one of the 4 teams that are going to be pushed out of the Masters League. Don't go anywhere, folks. Coming up next, we have DOTA 2. So stay tuned.
Are you ready?
This is the first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with the machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single-panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the ESL India Premiership Studio segment. The third game for today is on the way. It's going to be DOTA 2. We have Alpha Esports going up against Buriza Youth. So let's first see what Alpha is all about. Alright, so that is Alpha Esports for y'all, and going up against them is a young blood from Delhi. It's going to be Buriza Youth. Let's put faces to those names. Alright, so with this, let's quickly head into the game. We have our casters waiting from AFK Gaming, so you guys can take it and go.
Alright folks, welcome back to ESL India Premiership. This is summer season phase 1 of the Masters League. We have team Alpha Esports versus Buriza Youth. My name is Floki. Joining me soon in some time is going to be Vivek. And both of these teams, Alpha Esports and Buriza Youth, sort of new into the ESL Masters League. We've seen them time and again. You've seen Buriza Youth play against Signify and get absolutely destroyed. Wouldn't say that's too unexpected. I mean, it is Signify after all. It's one of the best teams in India, if not the best team, and they have a knack for putting down other Indian teams quite easily. Alpha Esports, we saw them play yesterday. They played up against Team Akatsuki and they ended up losing. Akatsuki running their classic, very aggressive 5-man sort of draft, moving together as a team early on. Picked up heroes like the Razor and a rather unconventional off-lane Phoenix, which worked out pretty well for them. We'll see if Buriza Youth were taking notes yesterday and seeing how Akatsuki dealt with Alpha Esports, how they would like to approach this game. And with that said, bans are pretty standard, nothing too surprising here. You have the Dark Willow, Naga, and Chen ban on the side of Alpha Esports, and on Buriza,
team's turn to pick.
it's pretty standard off lane and position 4 bans. And Alpha Esports, once again, they open up with this Juggernaut pick like they did on Akatsuki versus Alpha Esports. So they picked out the Juggernaut in the first phase with another hero. I think it was the Shadow Shaman.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, they were holding for sure. That's there, but they
5 seconds remaining.
didn't really feel like they had the game in the bag suddenly at any point in the game. Sure, they won a few team fights, but it was always Akatsuki getting the Aegis, getting the Roshan, pushing the towers, pushing objectives, and sort of forcing Alpha Esports to play that reactionary kind of Dota that you tend to play when you're on the back foot. So
Dire team's turn to pick.
Buriza Youth gonna go with the Gyrocopter, and they're gonna pick up the Witch Doctor as well. So pretty standard stuff, nothing too surprising here. They have been known to run the Gyrocopter. I mean, unless it's not banned, why not pick it up in the first place? Really good hero, can sort of go safe lane or mid lane depending on what you require. Has potential for aggressively tri-laning. Can farm, can fight,
5 seconds
can
remaining.
also siege if need be, and just a really good hero overall. Following it up, standard position 5 Witch Doctor. That Maledict early game is always going to be some trouble. Death Ward and Paralyzing Casts are good threats, and you also have the Voodoo Restoration to make sure that he has sort of that versatility going. He can even work in a push draft, he can work in a team fight heavy draft. The only thing he's not good at is pickoffs, and we'll see if Buriza Youth want to stray into that direction. Alpha Esports, they're going to pick up the Shadow Shaman, nothing too unexpected here.
Team's turn to ban.
They have a pretty good lane combination going in themselves with the Shadow Shaman and the Juggernaut. Shackle somebody in one place and keep them there while Juggernaut does his thing with the Blade Fury. Buriza Youth, curiously though, they ban out the Magnus.
10 seconds remaining.
Looks like they don't want to give any sort of synergy to the lineup of Alpha Esports.
5
I mean, when
seconds
you ban
remaining.
out a Magnus, you're really saying, you know what, we don't want Jug to have empower. We don't want you to be a
Dire
Gyrocopter,
team's
bring
turn
him
to
back
ban.
out of position and sort of take him out before the fight starts, because typically when teams pick up the Gyrocopter, especially Buriza Youth, they tend to center and play around that hero a lot, because that's going to be a primary source of damage. That's going to be a primary way of fighting in the game. And if you just take that hero out, suddenly
10
you have
seconds remaining.
no real way of fighting. So Magnus ban
5 seconds
seems
remaining.
okay over here. Alpha Esports, they ban out the Silencer, and we've seen them do this time and again, where they ban the Silencer and just don't like the team fight to be disrupted by any means. And yeah, I guess that's all there's to say about the Silencer. Buriza Youth taking a lot of time with this 5th ban of theirs. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining on the clock for them.
Radiant team's turn to
Gonna
ban.
ban out the Tinker, so Tinker against Gyrocopter is probably the mid matchup that they don't want to have. I do think this is a mid Gyrocopter, although I could be wrong. Gyro, he does okay in lane against Tinker, but once Tinker has those levels
10
going,
seconds remaining.
can't really stop him from farming, and he's just
Dire
gonna push
team's
out all
turn
the
to pick.
waves. And it's gonna put Buriza Youth in a spot where they can't really fight together as they would like to with the Gyro. Alpha Esports, they recognize that Buriza Youth won a 5-man and they ban out the Death Prophet, so that's gonna mean that they can't really convert a few hero kills into objectives as quickly as they'd
10
like,
seconds
unless
remaining.
Buriza Youth invest in something like an offlane Nature's Prophet
Radiant team's turn
in order
to
to
pick.
get the push going. But looks like they're gonna pick up the Rubik now, and yeah, it's a pretty good pick. You're against the Shadow Shaman, you're against the Juggernaut. Any spells you get from them are always going to be useful. You can use Ether Shock for farming. Blade Fury is good for split pushing and deeping out. Serpent Wards, I mean, if you steal Serpent Wards,
10
you
seconds
can
remaining.
almost turn the game around, because suddenly you're the one taking
Kunkka.
objectives and threatening high ground. And Alpha Esports, they're going to go with the Kunkka. So the Kunkka has been known to be really good against the Gyrocopter in the mid lane. I don't know why exactly. I guess teams just realized that Kunkka is sort of an early fighting
10
hero
seconds
that
remaining.
can counter Gyro pretty well, because he has 2 disables,
Radiant
he has
team's
X,
turn to pick.
and Tidebringer, if you cleave it off of creeps, it deals a bunch of damage. But Buriza Youth, they're gonna be sticking to the low and pick the arch nemesis of the Kunkka. That's the Tide Hunter. For those of you wondering why Tidehunter is the arch nemesis of Kunkka, read up
10
below,
seconds remaining.
do some research, and you'll find some pretty interesting stuff there. I assure you
5
that.
seconds remaining.
Fourth pick for Alpha Esports, yeah. I don't think Enchantress is too bad over here. Enchantress, I mean, it gives them some potential to deal with the Gyrocopter because you can just plummet spears from afar, nothing's really stopping you. And you have a very reliable damage source for the Gyrocopter for these mid-game team fights. If Kunkka, say, can't really get the damage off because there's no creeps to cleave off, of, and there's no board or there's no X mark, you still have your Enchantress who's gonna be firing away at the Gyrocopter from a distance, bringing him down low, making him question his decisions. Although Alpha Esports, what else could they look for here? Looking for an offlaner, that's for sure. Not a lot of good offlaners left in the pool. Underlord is there, but don't think it fits with the lineup of Alpha Esports or what they're trying to do. Legion Commander is also in the pool, but yeah, they're gonna go with the Enchantress. Buriza Youth. Let's see how they like to respond to this one. Vivek, he's joined me again, and Vivek, what do you think of the draft so far?
I like Alpha Esports
10 seconds remaining.
draft. It's got everything.
5 seconds remaining.
What's working in their favor and what's working against Buriza Youth is that Alpha Esports win a fight or win a lane heavily. They can start pushing for objectives quickly with the Shaman, with the Enchantress, with the Juggernaut healing ward. They've got a little bit of everything, while if you look at Buriza Youth, their supports are kind of, I don't know, which Dr. Rubik, not sold on that support duo.
Okay.
They can get run at. So if you look at them in the lanes, they don't do much. Maybe once the Witch Doctor gets that death pod, maybe if Rubik steals a spell and gets to use it in an impactful manner, sure, they can do something. But until then, I don't see them doing too much. And I wonder if this Rubik pick was just to protect that tide. I'm not really sure. You don't see it too often. Ravage does have a bigger AoE, but it also, I mean, you can still steal Ravage and get caught in it. Simply because
it's quite hard to steal with Rubik because
it has that travel time, so you can still steal it. So if you're even in the AoE of the Ravage, so and you get clipped by the Ravage,
5 seconds
remaining. No, you can steal it and get caught in the Ravage.
Oh, okay.
You can, because it takes time. It takes time. You can. I've seen a lot of Rubiks do it. Kuroki. But yeah, they're going to struggle to take objectives. I wonder what they can pick last. It's going to help them hit buildings, or heck, even hit Roshan.
Dire team's turn.
They gotta go for the Undying though. Time and again, we have seen that Southeast Asian teams are not interested in Roshan. Really, they believe that if they win a team fight and then strike.
No, I mean Alpha Esports can take Roshan. I don't see Buriza you taking Roshan.
Well, it all comes down to this last pick, what they decide to run. If
10
they
seconds remaining.
get, I mean, what could they really get that hits
5
Roshan at
seconds
this
remaining.
point? Not too sure. Maybe the Ursa, and they send him bottom. And Ursa wouldn't be too bad here. Good against the Undying, good against the Chug, good against the Kunkka as well, because you have Enrage to lower the damage from the Coast Ship and the Cleave and everything. And once that Coast Ship buff is gone, that Kunkka is gonna be in some trouble.
Yeah, I mean, but you got heals, right? You got the Enchantress, you got the Juggernaut, you got the Undying with the Soul Rip.
Yeah,
so there are things to... I like the Alpha Esports draft. They're going to pick up a Dragon Knight that's going to at least ensure that they take objectives after winning a fight. But Buriza's late game is Gyrocopter buying a Divine Rapier, which... I mean, that's the thing about the Gyrocopter. He does a fair amount of magic damage early on, but if you want to scale, it's the good old Rapier.
Yeah. This Gyrocopter is going to have to do some heavy lifting in this mid-game for Buriza Youth if they want to have a shot of being successful, because he's against quite a lot of problems. You're against the Kunkka. He's always going to have that firepower to sort of counter-initiate and sort of return the favor to you. You also have Enchantress, who's just going to be plummeting at you from a distance, and if you don't manage to close the gap on her, which might be a problem for Buriza Youth. She's just going to bring you down and you're going to lose your impact early on in the game. So, going into this game, whose lineup do you prefer? Alpha Esports or Buriza Youth?
Alpha Esports.
Okay.
Whose lineup do you prefer?
I don't mind Buriza Youth's lineup, but I'm sort of leaning towards Alpha Esports' lineup as well. But with that said, I'm going to go with Buriza Youth.
Okay.
Because I don't believe that in this kind of Dota, you really rely that much on drafts. I think it's going to come more down to the skill of the players and how they like to play. Sure, draft of course matters, but you've seen time and again that Signify just...
No, I mean, okay, you believe that Buriza Youth are the most skilled team?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but I do think that I just want to go against the draft, man. Like, I just, for once...
Okay, so you're saying that Alpha Esports have won the draft, but you believe that some of the draft won't make a difference and Buriza Youth are going to win it. I think it's just because you're a millennial and you identify with the younglings, so you're siding with Buriza Youth.
Okay.
But, okay.
Prepare for battle.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Alpha Esports. And I think they're going to be able to win this.
Yeah. So, for now it looks like you're just going to be heading out towards the mid lane. Till it is going to be the main Kunkka and having some packet loss issues here.
Yeah. You also want to get the script going. You might have to hit F10 first or F11.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's try that. Whoops, looks like the script is not working. Okay, let me try this real quick.
Okay, wait. I'll fix it.
Okay.
This should work. Sorry guys, we're just a bunch of casters trying to get our hacks going. I fixed it. It's your side mouse button. You haven't set the bind correctly.
Okay. Yeah, is it this button?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, folks. Anyway, the players was we made the most of it. Our script is working. So hopefully you guys can experience some quality camera tools coming out from us. But Buriza Youth, they popped a smoke.
Yeah, it's rather early smoke here. They're trying to contest the bounty room level 1 and they just might end up fighting Doodle. But he's standing on the high ground, so he should be able to dispel it. But internet issues, they strike again. Wouldn't be a game of Indian Dota if you didn't see any packet loss or disconnections.
It wouldn't be a game of Indian CS either. The CS games have been having a lot of hiccups. I don't know. I mean, 3 years of the ESL India Premiership, a prize pool of 1 crore in Indian rupees, and the internet issues will not leave us alone.
Indeed.
Yeah. Have you played Dragon Knight a fair bit?
Yep, I like the hero. I like the hero, but the problem is in Southeast Asia when you're against first pick Invokers and first pick Shadow Fiends, it's sort of hard to lane. So I like the hero a lot, Dragon Knight. If you have a good team and you play around, I feel that it's one of those few heroes that you can just second phase early on and sort of not be worried about the mid lane. Like, he'll always do something for your team. He can be the big damage dealer, he can be the frontliner, he can be the guy who sieges high ground for you.
Yep.
The jack of all trades, master of none.
I mean, this would have also been a good game for Alpha to pick up something like a Pangolier.
Yeah. Shaman might be in some trouble here. Yeah. Buriza, they are moving in. Nick, is he gonna be able to break the smoke? Shaman though is all the wiser, but they find a courier.
What did that courier ever do to anyone?
With Southern Gyro, they're gonna pick it up. Smoke has been dispelled, and Looks like Alpha Esports are aware of this gyrocopter in the front lines. Get a few right clicks. Itachi is there. Witch Doctor with the cask. It's not going to bounce. They're going onto a very tanky target, and they're not going to find the kill on Itachi, but they might find the kill on Doodle. He's going to get tossed back with the Tide Hunter and the gyrocopter rocket barrage. They're going to be able to bring him down, and Itachi getting the 24 strength so early on with a single DK, man. That's insane. He's going to right click Banshee and make his life hell.
Yeah.
He's going to TP back to the mid lane with 230 HP on his Dragon Knight, where Tiltman is waiting for him with a Tidebringer. Bottom lane, looks like it's going to be free for a while. There's no one really here at the moment contesting Ask Bankai. Awakening though, he's made his way bottom. Looks like it is going to be an aggressive tri lane. Meanwhile, top, they're going to leave the Tide Hunter and Witch Doctor in a dual lane to deal with Pinoy Hunter and Itachi on that Undying. Mid lane, Nick is moving towards bottom as well, so dual lanes, no tri lane.
Oh yeah, where's the Enchantress?
The Enchantress is top. She is fighting with the Undying against the Tide Hunter.
Okay, so they are running some sort of a dual lane, and Buriza Youth have dodged it actually. They sent the gyrocopter bottom, if I'm not mistaken.
They sent the gyrocopter bottom. They know that they don't want the gyro to have a bad time early against the Enchantress, so it's really good for them.
I think also in that early engagement, I don't know if the Shaman could have played that better, but yeah, he did end up falling either way. I'm just questioning his positioning in that early first blood. But yeah, so they've sacked the Tide Hunter. They left gyrocopter all by himself. There's a Radiant Observer what's scouting out the lane. Shaman should probably try and bring him down. I think once Juggernaut finds his level 2, they'll probably try and bring him down, because Awakening's far out all by himself.
Yep.
This is when you could probably find a kill. This is when... Okay, the TPs have cooldown. What am I saying?
Yeah, but still, you're pretty damn tanky though on this gyrocopter. You have a circlet, you have a bond.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy to take him down. And I think they might want to wait up until level 3 to get that level 2 spin going. Shaman 2 will probably have another point in Ether Shock, so it'll be easier to bring him down.
Yeah. So I think the best thing that Shaman can do now is actually leech from the lane and hit that level 2 quickly and
you can
push gyrocopter out of the lane. It's still too early to pull.
Yeah, creeps are gonna spawn soon, but ideally you'd like to find the level 2 or level 3 before you try to kill the gyrocopter. Ask
what's mid lane like?
Mid lane is Dragon Knight, Kunkka, CS department.
Yeah.
They're doing even, I guess.
I kind of feel that Kunkka had this small opportunity when Dragon Knight TP'd mid after what happened up top, and he was at 200 HP. If I was Tiltman, I'd run straight into that Dragon Knight, force out his regen, push him out of the lane, secure every single last hit and deny.
I mean, it's easy to say, but when you look at the tower and its ranges, it goes up.
Push him as much as possible.
Yeah. So
what's the Dragon Knight's skill build?
So he went for the first point in Dragon Blood, and I'd argue that he needs it, right? Because he just took a bunch of damage. You don't want to be sitting low HP against a Kunkka with Breathe Fire. It's gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah. Tiltman also has the level advantage.
Yeah.
Small.
Tiny, but could make a difference.
Yeah. I think the mid lane is about taking everything you can out of every slight mistake. I mean, now that you're level 2, what's the best you can do with this level advantage to win your lane?
Now that you mention it, I mean, you can just spam Tidebringer on every single cooldown you have and try to force
he's got Torrent as well. He probably like to hit that Torrent. Has Banshee used his consumables?
Banshee has used his consumables, but I do believe there are more flying out on the courier. Yep, there's a salve waiting for him there and a magic stick as well.
Okay. Went for the stick early, interesting.
Yeah, a little surprised that
I don't know, maybe he's expecting a lot of rotations, 3 heroes moving mid. Yep. Maybe then the stick pays off and there's another 2 supports trying to bring him down. The question is, what are the supports on the side of Buriza Youth doing?
Supports on the side of Buriza Youth, I mean, Nick is rotating towards bottom at the moment. You can see he has a TP, but he doesn't want to TP there right away because he feels that if he does so, they might just dodge his entire TP and TP themselves top and set Enchantress bottom.
Something for everybody.
Something for everybody indeed.
Long pause now. The admins do have rules about how long pauses can occur for. I think after a point, what the rules were. But I think you're forced to resume after a point. So yeah. Nothing much to talk about. A lot remains on Alpha Esports to apply pressure early on up top. I don't know if the pressure is even going to be worth it. But the key objective here for Pina, Hunter as well as Itachi is to probably get that siege creep and take down the star as soon as possible. Yep. Push Tide out of the lane, which is somewhat limited, but take objectives.
Yep.
That's what you want to do. He's also got the Blightstone early on. Yes. So it's going to hopefully chip away at the Tide Hunter. If Pina Hunter is getting farm here, I don't mind him picking up the Spirit Vessel for himself.
Okay.
I don't know. Whoever's getting farm, any three of them.
The Kunkka. He's going to first buy a Spirit Vessel.
I think Kunkka would go for a Silver Edge, but yeah. I know. I don't mind. I wish codes were that generous that they just think about what the team needs, but that's not going to happen. But if Enchantress is getting the farm,
that's one item that she could look
at.
Although I think you're probably going to need items like Pipe early on against the Gyrocopter, if anything. So you probably want to have that first if you're going to play defensively.
I mean, sure. I think the bigger problem for them is offense. They've got the Enchantress heal with the Nature's Attendants. They've got the Soul Rip. They've got the Juggernaut healing ward. That's more than enough sustain. If they have the Urn, it's going to help them keep pushing. If they build that into a Spirit Vessel, it's going to be great versus the Tide and the Dragon Knight. Okay. So yeah.
What talents do you think the Juggernaut goes for this game? How his talents are?
Talents for the Juggernaut. I think you go for the stats at level 10.
Okay. I actually wouldn't mind the move speed because Gyrocopter is a speedy hero, right? So you get a Sanjan Yasha, you get phase boots, and suddenly you're going to be running at close to 500 move speed. That's really handy to get that Omni Slash off on the Gyrocopter if he's ever alone.
Yeah. Okay.
That's something you can consider if you ask Bankai. Apart from that though, I think he's going to be getting the standard talents, nothing too crazy.
What's standard on the Juggernaut? I think
so 25
pretty much all the talents have their value in certain
this
games.
Game, I wouldn't mind the plus 1 second Blade Fury. Standard talents is basically where you want to be the farming position one, right? You pick up a Battle Fury, you go jungle.
So what's standard at level 15?
At level 15 generally if you have a Battle Fury, attack speed is standard because you have phase boots on
Juggernaut. Yeah, that sounds like the standard one.
Yeah, 1 second's Blade Fury though, it's actually quite underestimated.
Have you noticed they have no one to cancel Blade Fury TP?
Oh yeah, that's actually a pretty good point.
I mean, they first picked the Juggernaut. Buriza Youth had all the time to draft against this. They've got to burst him down. I mean, he's going to be split pushing.
Yeah, quite
his heart's content here. Buriza Youth can't do anything. The best hope is Dragon Knight gets a blink into Dragon Tail, and then follow-up control might be the only way of bringing him down if he is split pushing.
Yep.
But yeah, otherwise it's going to be pretty hard. We have resumed, and yeah, I'm quite excited to see how the lanes pan out. I mean, more and more, I think my predictions just being enforced rather strongly here. And I do agree with you. You want to go against the draft. Possibly Buriza Youth can outskill their opponents and outplay them. But just as far as the draft is concerned, once again I'm leaning towards Alpha. I don't know if the Alpha Gaming or the Alpha Esports. They don't even have a team logo. But I'm leaning towards them.
I see, supporting the underdogs, as you like to call it. And I agree, underdog stories are always some of the best. If you consider Alpha is supposed to be the underdog. But bottom lane, Gyrocopter, it's going to be shackled up. First one is already gone, but they can still get the kill. And with the Soul Rip dealing a bunch of damage to the guy, he's going to end up falling. Thorn doesn't have a TP, he's surrounded by 3 heroes, does have the boots of speed, but he's not going to be able to make it out as they surround him and bring him down. Ask Bankai with a double kick.
I think if there's one part of this game which I can say I reasonably understand, it's the draft. I said this in the draft. Witch Doctor, until he's 6, until he starts grouping up with his team, what does he do? I mean, sure, Cask is a great spell, but once it's on cooldown, you're very, very weak as far as the lanes are concerned.
I agree.
So the thing about Witch Doctor, like Disruptor or even Shaman to some extent, is that you need to be the one on the offensive. Like if it's Witch Doctor trying to shut down a Tide Hunter, Sure, Cask and Maldic, that's great when you got coach to back you up. But if it isn't such a very situational lane, doesn't do too much really.
I agree. I think Buriza Youth, they recognize that. They do know that they don't have a very strong try.
This could... Okay, so Iyati TP'd bottom.
Yeah, Misery Signals, Tide Hunter. Blade Fury still on cooldown though, so they're not going to be able to find a kill on him.
Can we take a look at TPs on the Shaman and the Undying?
Okay. Shaman, he doesn't have a TP, and Undying, he doesn't either.
Okay, but the TPs aren't on cooldown.
TPs were expended by Itachi. Yep, he did TP to the bottom lane, but I expect he's going to be getting it back mid lane. Tiltman. He's somehow not doing as well as I thought he would.
Yeah.
Dragonite has started to be the better player, and he's
Enchantress. Top
lane, Enchantress. She's dropping pretty low. Maldic upon her. The Untouchable though, it's coming into play, but with the Rocket Barrage, they might be able to find the kill. Last Maldic tick, but with the Nature's Attendant, she's gonna stay alive, and Pinoy Hunter walks away unscathed. Not even waiting for him as well.
This kind of sucks. I mean, you're the Gyrocopter, you end up falling. Your one is supposed to set you up for another kill.
And you're out of mana now, so you're not going to be able to kill the guy.
There's one more Rocket Barrage, but they need Cask Maledict if they want to go again. And Peter Hunter, I mean, it's going to take a mistake on his part.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Nature's Attendance for the next few seconds, and it might just end up costing him his life. Witch Doctor 2 is coming around. Pinoy Hunter.
He's dead. Should be dead.
Yeah, he might just end up falling here. Gyrocopter is trying to make his way, but he's going to pop the Nature's Attendant, start to run away. But with the Rocket Barrage and the Maledict, should be able to find the kill, and they do indeed. Pinoy Hunter now overstepping his welcome and is going to end up paying for it with his life.
It's an unusual skill build as well coming out from Pinoy Hunter on the Enchantress. Went 2 points in the Untouchable, which was nerfed in the most recent patch. I think you want that extra creep with you.
Yep, mid lane though, Dragon Knight is dropping pretty low, but has a salve to bring him back up to HP. Bottom lane, Misery Signals may not be so lucky. Level 2 Blade Fury on Ask and with the Shackles might just end up dropping here. Undying is there as well, and now the Blade Fury. Wait, Misery Signals? He's running away. He's faster than the Juggernaut, and wait, what?
I think there was
Nick. He's confused about some things. Misery Signals. He's just walking away from the Undying and Shadow Shaman. But Undying now has his eyes onto him, has the DK, can drop the Tombstone if needed. Soul Rip, not a lot of units around, so it's not going to deal a bunch of damage. But with the DK, you should be able to find the kill. He's holding on to the Tombstone, really does not want to spend it over here.
Nah,
the Tombstone won't do much. 5 seconds,
he's going to chase.
He's going to chase it, does have to one charges. Itachi, is he going to find the kill? He's walking straight ahead, but he cuts to the left, and with that, he's going to end up surviving. And Itachi, he's not going to find anything.
It's a small win actually if he takes the Siege Creep away.
Nah, the Siege Creep is going to make its way back to the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a support on the side of Alpha, I'd be pissed off. I mean, you got the Shackles, you got the DK, and Juggernaut wasn't effective with his usage of the Blade Fury.
Nah, I agree.
Tide manages to escape. He's going to be thanking his stars for that one. What's rather interesting is that there was a casual good game well played in all chat.
Mid lane.
I don't think this goes anywhere.
Top lane looks like Enchantress ended up falling. Once again, falling prey to the Rubik and the Witch Doctor, but mid lane. Maybe some blows traded between Banshee and Tiltman. Tide Hunter too, no supposed to bother him really, so he's just going to be free farming away. Picked up the early hood to sort of deal with all the magical damage. Nice little adjustment there by Misery Signals. In the river though, double damage rune is going to be picked up by the Witch Doctor, I believe. Doodle is chasing him down. Oh, Dragon Palm popped. Mid lane, Tiltman still doesn't have a 6. He's not going to find it either. And Banshee's just going to try to chip away at the tower with his first Dragon Palm. Okay, congrats, Courier. You have to be careful about that though.
Tide is dropping low as well.
Bottom lane, Tide. Yeah, he's dropping pretty low, but does have one charges, so he should be fine. Ask Bankai. Looks like he created a lot of hits over there. Top lane though. That's where the action's at. 3 years there, sitting behind for Alpha Esports. And for Buriza Youth as well.
Got the supports lurking nearby as well. Gonna toggle over to individual net worth, and it's somewhat clear that the Dragon Knight has one mid hard. I'm not sure how this has happened.
Just as you say that though, mid lane, Kunka, he's trying to get aggressive onto the DK, but DK is just gonna eat the ghost ship and duck tail and run. Bottom lane, Bankai is gonna find the kill without the Omni Slash. So while all that action was happening mid, Bankai picked up a kill on the Tide. Looks like Tide got a bit overzealous.
Looks like we have action up top as well.
Doodle, he's gonna end up dropping. Awakening is dropping pretty low as well, but has another Rocket Barrage and the call down. Drops it. Rocket Barrage, Itachi might end up falling here. Has another DK to keep him alive. Hits around 3 heroes, makes it out alive.
Okay, can we take a look at Pina Hunter's skill build?
Yep. He's adjusted. He's gone for the second point. And
no, but he hasn't got a single point in Enchant. Now, Enchant got nerfed as well. The duration for which your creep stays enchanted at level 1 has been nerfed.
Yeah.
But I still don't agree with the skill build fully. I think the presence of another creep would do really well for this Enchantress. Would really help run down the supports. Just 1 point in the enchant. That's all you need.
Bottom lane though. Ask Bankai. Ravage is gonna get popped. He might just end up falling. Tries to get the Omni Slash off. He's gonna be successful, but it bounces to the creep. And now the Maledict bringing in, doing some work. Does not have mana for healing ward. Ask Bankai should end up dropping, and with the Maledict, he's gonna get taken down. Misery Signal tried to pick up the kill with the Anchor Smash, but wasn't quite successful in doing so. Mid lane.
So I think most of the net worth advantage for Buriza Youth is coming from the mid lane.
Yeah, it is vested in the Dragon Knight at the moment.
Yeah, Tiltman, he's really struggling in his lane.
Yeah, but he has a Tidebringer, so he should be able to farm to some extent. Banshee, once again, is gonna pop the Dragon form and start pounding away at the tower.
Yeah.
You wanna do that every single time you have ulti as Dragon Knight. Just chip away at the tower, bring it down as low as you can. Sitting on 1k HP. And now he's gonna start pulling the Kunkka away, so not much to look at here. He shouldn't be dying unless he overstays his welcome. Pinoy Hunter though, I like this modification that he's made. He knows that he's dying to Maledict, he knows that he's taking a lot of burst damage, so the burst healing with the Enchantress could offset.
Jug dropping low, Juggernaut.
Juggernaut once again, bottom lane, what's happening here? Ask Bankai might be in some trouble. Maledict is dead, but he's gonna be able to spin and dodge the last tick of damage. It's gonna be okay. Makes it away. Mid lane though, Kunkka. He's trying to go on the Dragon Knight, but he's pretty damn tanky. It has a bunch of wand charges as well. Tries to cleave up the creeps with the Tidebreaker, but it's only tickling Banshee at this point.
Yeah.
Damn tanky Dragon Knight. It's not easy to bring down. Ask Bankai. He's gonna shrine up and he's gonna be okay. Second attempt on his life was successful, but top Pinoy Hunter might just end up falling here. Called out is there from Awakening if he wants to expend it, but he's not gonna do so and find the kill with the Rocket Barrage.
Yeah, I mean, the untouchable nerf is quite significant. You can hit away at the Enchantress. I mean, earlier, heroes that had, or heroes that depended purely on right clicks to chip in the damage department struggled heavily versus the Enchantress. Now it's a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pina Hunter, he's picked up his phase boots. Quick comparison of net worth between both offlaners, and it seems as if Tide is coming out on top.
Yep.
Alpha, they've not played the lanes as I expected. This aggressive tri-lane not really accomplishing as much as it would like to. I'm going to point to the Enchantress skill build.
He's getting his Omni Slash back up in a while, and he might just end up finding Misery Signals here. He can't pop it if he wants. There's only 1 HP for now. He should end up dying, and he will. Herd of Defiance doesn't save you against physical damage. Top lane, Enchantress once again is going to end up falling. The Gyrocopter finds the kill with the Rocket Barrage, and Enchantress not having a fun time top. Trying to find that level 6, but unsuccessful in doing so. Seems like every single time Enchantress goes up, she dies, but Juggernaut, he's dropping pretty low. I was thinking that there's a gank onto his life, but it's like that isn't the case. Mid lane though, Banshee might finally end up falling here with the Undyne. Ghost Ship is going to come in, but don't fall up. This is there. It's on cooldown for now, but now the Witch Doctor with the Death Ward, letting it go. Tiltman has the Ghost buff from though, also a Fairy Fire, so he should not end up falling here, but wait,
probably
he might just end up falling
over. He has to pop the
Fairy
Fire.
Oh no, he didn't pop the Fairy Fire. He's gonna
I don't think it would have been enough, but he had to try. I don't know. I mean, if you don't use a Fairy Fire at this point,
you need to use it early so you don't lose a lot
yeah,
of
he had to use it earlier.
Doodle, Banshee, looks like he's spotted out Doodle and they're trying to attempt onto his life. Witch Doctor follows up with the stun, but it's gonna be stacked, so they don't really find a chain stun, but they bring him down nevertheless. Ask Bankai though, he wants in on the action. Smoke pop by Itachi somehow. Juggernaut with the Blade Fury, he's doing a bunch of damage to it, Banshee, but might end up falling if he's not careful. Eats the Maledict and the Breed Fire. He's gonna have to pop his healing ward.
I think Nick.
Wait, he might just end up falling to the healing ward, may not matter, and he is gonna die.
Yeah, Nick on the Rubik, just chilling on the sidelines with that Fate Bolt. Make sure that the Maledict does enough.
Kunkka once again, he's trying to go in, but he's not gonna be successful in doing so. Team Buriza Youth, they're gonna pick up the kill on the tower.
Yeah, Enchantress dropping low as well.
Yeah, Enchantress as well, she's dropping low. Awakening, he has no mercy at all, and with the flat cannon, he's trying to bring him down. Is he gonna be successful? Doesn't look like it, but somewhere on the map, Rubik ended up falling. I guess that's the Kunkka and Doodle. Bringing him down with the coast ship.
Yeah, but this is space for Tide. Tide didn't even participate in that engagement, has the Ravage.
Yep.
I mean, if this was ISS, he'd have a Helm of the Dominator by now and he'd be knocking at tier 2s, but...
Indeed, and what do you think about this? Midas queued up by Pawn on his Witch Doctor.
I don't know what to make of this. I think that's unnecessary. I don't know, I mean, sure, you get EXP, you get that GPM talent, but I don't know if that's enough.
Okay. Well, I mean, it does give you a lot of gold, and you can sort of compensate for it once you have the GPM talent, right? So, Midas eventually will end up paying off if you last long enough and don't die in team fights. Top lane though, Pinoy Hunter has unlocked his level 6, and yeah, he's gonna be making Awakening's life a lot difficult now. Awakening though does have a salve and a Morbid Mask, so he should be relatively healthy.
Yep. I mean, Awakening, he had a rough start, but he's kind of caught up to the Juggernaut. I said Alpha had the better draft. They should have had the better lanes, but clearly it's Buriza Youth who come out on top. A 6,000 net worth advantage. And Alpha Esports are going to be cautious as to how they approach this. Ask Bankai, he's committed heavily into the mid game, gone for that early Asha. Just trying to group up and push for this tier 1 tower, but misery signals. Look at this.
He might be in some trouble. Ravage is gonna get popped. The Witch Doctor as well with the cast bouncing around the chains on the Juggernaut. He can't get the spin off and he's gonna end up falling. Shaman shackles the Dragonite but thinks otherwise and is gonna start backing off. The gush onto him. He's slowed up for now. They're trying to find the kill, but Itachi is pretty damn tanky. Now the Ghost Ship, Kunkka, he's over here, but Dragonite is too damn tanky and the Ghost Ship is gonna get returned by Nick. It's gonna start up Tiltman. Tiltman might just end up dropping here. Maledict upon him. He should end up dying. Itachi as well, stolen up a lot of strength. Is trying to TP out Dragon Knight, but he's gonna be able to find the kill with the right clicks. And oh boy, Alpha Esports. They get manhandled by Team Buriza Youth there.
Absolutely. I think the biggest mistake is that of the Juggernaut. I mean, you either take the fight or you don't. In either scenario, you got a Blade Fury and run in. Yes.
Oh, Buriza Youth, I mean, they're all over the map at this point. Ask Bankai, he's trying to find a kill on the Gyrocopter, but he's pretty damn tanky.
Okay.
Omni slash forward, Blade Fury to follow up. The Gyrocopter is gonna end up surviving.
He's got the face boots, he's got the face boots.
Yeah, he's gonna find the kill. Ask Bankai, finally. He's gonna pick something up in return, so not everything goes in vain for the side of Alpha Esports. But he's still miles away from the Battle Fury though.
Yeah, so at bottom, once again, ask Bankai, if he wanted to run away from that fight, he had to just Blade Fury TP.
Yeah.
He saw the Tide TP in, walk in, pump fake the Ravage. I'm pretty certain everybody knew that Ravage was available. All he had to do was Blade Fury TP, and even if he wanted to fight, he had to get it started with the Blade Fury as well. Yep. But he just stood there, thought he could force out the Ravage and dodge it. But Tide did the smarter thing. Tide just stuck so close to him that he wouldn't even have the time to respond or react to that.
I mean, that's the Dunning-Kruger effect if I've ever seen it in live action.
Look at this, Tiltman trying to find a kill. What's how many points?
Yep, spin onto the Witch Doctor. Juggernaut, he's maledicted up, does have the healing ward. Gyrocopter is in as well on the backline, trying to focus him down. Drops the healing ward, but with the Maledict might end up falling in. Dragon Knight as well, cleans up the kill on the Kunkka. Now, they're focusing down the Undying, he's gonna end up dropping as well. Awakening walks forward, Banshee as well. He's gone to Pinoy Hunter on the backlines. Doodle is gonna fall to the Rubik. Pinoy Hunter, he's not in range for the stun, he's trying to find it. Has a blink dagger in another 4 seconds, but won't commit.
Yep.
He's gonna be happy with what he has and just take down this tier 1 tower top.
Big win for Buriza Youth.
Big win indeed. Buriza Youth. Like we said,
they want to fight without Ravage.
Yep, they have Ravage. They
don't have. Yeah, now they have Ravage. They've still got the Elder Dragon form. Not a single hero has fallen, and they can get a tier 2 tower.
Omni Slash as well, not up for Juggernaut who end up dying. And
Alpha Esports have got to be careful. They've got to pick and choose their fights more carefully. And get their fight started on better terms. I'm getting this feeling that the Kunkka is just dropping off too much.
Yeah, the Kunkka has not had the impact that he should have.
Yeah.
Expected to at the very
jeez, this is...
Yeah, this is not good.
This is 4-position Kunkka farm.
Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, so the thing about I don't know. I don't play core Kunkka enough, but I'm sure anybody who plays any core would probably have some sort of farming pattern and timing imbibed in them. Like if you're the Juggernaut, you know that you should be looking at getting your Balfury along with your phase and your wand by say the 14-minute mark. Okay. The thing is, I don't think people have played core Kunkka enough. It's something like core tiny, right? It is effective, it can scale, but you gotta hit those timings. If you don't hit those timings, you're pretty much useless. You just a bunch of spells. The spells aren't nice, but you want those items as well to get the real meat of the hero. And you did see LGD do it. Did you catch that game at DAC?
Yeah, I think I did.
2 Daedalus,
maybe, yeah, Daedalus, Gyrocopter,
Shadowblade. Yeah. You need those kind of items.
Hold that thought though, Banshee might be in some trouble. Does have the double damage.
Banshee doesn't give a damn.
Witch Doctor and Rubica here. Death Ward is dropped. Both hits onto Banshee, but he tanks it through. Maledict up on the Undying. He's gonna end up falling as well. Torrent onto himself. Kunkka's trying to save his life. Missing signals, drops the Ravage, catches 2. Juggernaut Omni slash through that, and with the Breathe Fire, he's gonna pick up the kill. And now Juggernaut, he's gonna be into trouble. Can't really bring down any hero, and he's gonna end up falling as well.
Yeah.
Buriza Youth, they respond to 3 heroes with 4 heroes of their own, and now Awakening has joined the fray as well.
So I think 2 or 3 fights ago, Alpha Esports should have recognized the fact that they had a disadvantage. They can't take complete head-on fights. And when you can't take complete head-on fights, you gotta be smart. You gotta split the map. You're supposed to get pick-offs, and they aren't doing that. They're continuing to take fights. They're continuing to throw away more gold, more items to Buriza Youth. And look at this, 18 minutes in, a Gyrocopter and a Dragon Knight are marching like that.
Might be in some trouble. Maledict upon him, and just with the flag carry, he's gonna end up
that was just casual.
Banshee jumps in onto the Enchantress, finds a kill, and oh boy. Alpha Esports have to be feeling it. And GG, that's it.
They tap out.
The game's over, they tap out.
They tapped out. Alpha Esports are going to be a little disappointed about this one.
Yeah.
I mean,
I call it, man. I said, like, I like the draft on the side of Alpha Esports, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to oppose it. Anyway, folks, that's it for today. That's all for as far as this broadcast is concerned. You can find us on Facebook, on our social media. Vivek, why don't you let them know our social media?
Yes, so we're at facebook.com/VWWA casting, that's me, and Floki's at facebook.com/FlokiDota. You're watching the ESL India Premiership. There's a broadcast nearly every day, so do hit the subscribe button so that you get a notification every time we go live. This is Vivek and Floki signing out.
Alright, and Buriza Youth securing another victory for themselves here at the ESL India Premiership. Pretty good scoreline. They look like they had a lot of fun playing that one. With this, I'm also going to be sure that maybe they're going to make it to the LAN finale that's going to be taking place next month. If you guys have missed out on any games and want to check them out, you can subscribe to us. Also, check out all the games that we've already played before in the ESL India Premiership on our channel. Tomorrow, we're going to come up with more games and more action-packed fun games from the ESL India Premiership. So, I'll see you all tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. IST. Till then, good night and always keep gaming.
Are you ready?
This is the first ever Omen X laptop for gamers that go to extremes. Gear up with the machine designed for total domination and engineered for gaming in stunning 4K. Equipped with the latest Intel Core processors, it gives you the power to be relentless. With a 17.3-inch diagonal screen and desktop-class graphics, you get maximum performance to be victorious anywhere. With multiple fans and large exhaust vents, heat is transferred away from critical components for dynamic overclocking. Ramp up boot times, game loading, and overall system responsiveness with optional RAID 0 SSD configurability. An RGB LED backlit mechanical keyboard lets you program each individually lit key to create customized key maps that switch seamlessly between games. With 2.5mm travel and in-key rollover, you can take out your competition with more accuracy and precision. Designed for extreme immersion, DTS Headphone X technology comes built in for surround sound experience that puts you right in the middle of the action. With the addition of a VR headset, gamers can step inside a completely immersive world for an elevated gaming experience. Single-panel access to key components makes serviceability and upgrading easy, so you won't be sidelined or held back on your road to supremacy. It has a brushed aluminum finish on an armor-like chassis. A jet fighter-like construction with hidden lift hinges ensures you're always at the ready. And with striking lighting effects and see-through window to components, others will know too. Unleash your fiercest gameplay anywhere with the extreme performance of the new Omen X laptop.
That was beast.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.